Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 24th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there so far, but it's a great Thursday evening. Everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics and the lower 48 as well. And we still talking about this system here has about a 10% chance of development. I'm not expecting anything to develop out of this system. Maybe bring some heavy rain and flash flooding to Louisiana over towards southeast Texas as that system continues to push in that direction. Got a little bit of activity over Florida, also over central and southern South Carolina as well, because of a frontal boundary kind of lifting back to the north. You can see it stretched out into the north central tropical Atlantic. Got some activity up around St. John's in Nova Scotia. Got another trailing cold front stretching up here from Toronto, Canada, all the way through Michigan to Iowa to portion of Kansas, back into Texas region as well. Got another area of low pressure kind of developing over Colorado and also in the portions of Wyoming. Another area of low pressure trying to develop over here in portions of Northern California with more precipitation there as well. We have more activity across Mexico and the Yucatan Peninsula. A lot of activity down in the Caribbean Sea, also across South America. You can see these little tropical waves moving into the Caribbean Sea. We need to monitor for possible development. Could be soon in the Caribbean Sea, but right now look like a lot of Saharan dust is kind of covering the Caribbean Sea, but still watching that 2-week time frame. Could be something tropical could develop here in the northern Gulf or either off the southeast Atlantic coast, like I showed in the video I think last night or the night before last. But you can see there was some kind of tropical development in these two regions. Alright, we got more activity in the Eastern Pacific stretching toward the Hawaiian chain island. Need to watch this system here. Has about a medium chance of development here in the Eastern Pacific, just kind of south and east of the Hawaiian chain island as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see we got some severe weather possible from New Jersey to Connecticut to Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and some flash flooding and heavy rain stretching from Kansas to Iowa to Missouri to Illinois to Indiana, southern Wisconsin region as well. Alright, we got some shower activity up here in northwestern Washington State, and then we got thunderstorms and showers possible from portions of southwestern areas of Idaho, southern Oregon, and northern California. Then from Montana through the Dakotas, Minnesota to South Dakota to New Mexico to Texas, all the way up into Missouri, East Texas, Louisiana, Florida Keys, the Carolinas, also in the West Virginia, Ohio, Michigan region, over toward New York State, up into New Maine, also New Brunswick, Atlantic coastal waters there as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Here's your Saturday outlook. You can see we got thunderstorms and showers over here around Oregon to Idaho to Nevada to California to Montana. Scattered activity across Colorado to Kansas to Nebraska, South Dakota, northern South Dakota to North Dakota, Minnesota over here around Lake Huron, Lake Superior, southeast Canada around Toronto and Ottawa, Canada regions, stretching all the way back down into Indiana, Illinois, to east central and east Texas, the northwest Gulf, all the way into Georgia, all the way down into Florida, eastern South Carolina through much of North Carolina, Tennessee, all the way into New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire. I got some thunderstorms and showers for you guys as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And it's going to look something like this here. We got a lot of heat advisories. Excessive heat warnings also in effect down here in portions of Texas to Louisiana to Oklahoma to Arkansas to Missouri, also in Illinois, Indiana, also in the portion of Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Eastern Carolinas, also West Virginia, Ohio, portion of Michigan, up into Northern Virginia through Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Delaware, D.C., portions of New York State, all the way into southern Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York State, New York City area as well. And like I say, we got some excessive heat warnings there, and also portions of this area here from Illinois down into Arkansas and northern Mississippi. Flood watch is also in effect for portions of New Mexico, southern Colorado, over in the portions of Kansas, also in the portion of Missouri. We got air quality alerts up here in portion of Michigan and Wisconsin to much of Minnesota. Got some severe thunderstorm watches for central Illinois, northwest Indiana, and southeastern areas of Michigan. And then we got a few severe thunderstorm warnings across the board. Even got suspension weather statements across southeast Georgia and southeast South Carolina. Coastal marine warning along the west coast of Florida. Got some red flag warnings in northern California, southern Idaho. Special weather statements also for Utah. Air quality alert for western areas of Colorado. You got some severe thunderstorm warnings, like I said, in portions of Wyoming, Nebraska, and also in the portion of Colorado region. You got flash flood warnings there as well. Southern Michigan got some severe thunderstorm warnings also in your area. Alright, we got small craft advisories up here from Maine down toward the Boston area, Southern California, Southern Hawaii and Chain Island, a little bit to the north and southwest of Alaska, southern areas as well. Coastal flood warnings also in effect for the Southern Hawaii and Chain Island. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Friday. As you can see, we got a slight risk up here from Philadelphia to New York City, all the way up towards Springfield areas here. Then we got marginal risk from up here near Portland, Maine, all the way down into Washington, D.C., also around Wichita area of Kansas, and the portion also toward Kansas City, Missouri. Then from Bismarck to Aberdeen to Fargo, Grand Forks, Minot, over toward eastern Montana, even northwestern areas of Minnesota, eastern Montana, got some marginal risk there. General thunderstorm elsewhere in the lighter green. The tornado probability is going to look like this: 2% over North Dakota, northwestern Minnesota, and also in the portion of Kansas. Damaging winds look like this: 5% across the board. North Dakota, Kansas, Washington D.C. to eastern Maine. There's that 15% risk area. Large hail, 5% up across North Dakota and portion of Montana. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. And it's going to look something like this. Alright, marginal risk up here from Pierre to Chicago to Milwaukee to Fort Wayne and surrounding areas. Then over here in portion just northeast of Boise, Idaho, to Great Falls, toward Minot, and also Bismarck, Billings, Montana, marginal risk. General thunderstorm from California to Montana to Texas to Florida to Carolinas, all the way up into portion of western New York State. Probability looks like this: 5% respectively. Alright, let's take a look at the tropics. We're going to show you that system here once again that I was talking about in the Gulf. And there it is right here. 8 p.m. advisory. Located just south Louisiana coast. Moving into Texas. Still bringing lots of precipitation to portions of the northern Gulf Coast. It still has a 10% during the next 2 days and 7 days. So, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Thursday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.